سلامة، مساء الخير وشكرا لكم جميعا على المشاركة في احتفالنا الليلة بذكرى 247 لاستقلال الولايات المتحدة. ليلة رائعة للاحتفال بذكرى ولادة بلادنا معكم أنتم زملائنا وشركائنا وأصدقائنا. أود في البداية أوجه التحية والشكر للسيد نبيل عمار وزير الشؤون الخارجية والهجرة والتونسيين بالخارج، للسيدة سهام البغديري وزيرة المالية، للسادة رؤساء البعثات الدبلوماسية والمنظمات الدولية بتونس، للسادة ممثلي المجتمع المدني التونسي، للسادة ممثلي الصحافة ووسائل الإعلام التونسية والدولية. A night in Tunisia. I'm sure you all know that famous jazz piece composed by Dizzy Gillespie in 1942 during World War II, when American soldiers, black and white, Jews and Christians, fought the Nazis in Tunisia. We celebrated the 80th anniversary of their victory here this year with our Tunisian friends. Several thousand paid the ultimate price, and their remains now are resting in the American cemetery of Carthage. And yet, in the United States at that time, black soldiers were still subject to segregation. It did not receive the same honors as white soldiers at the end of the war. We've made much progress in the decades that followed in ensuring greater rights and freedoms for all Americans, but much remains to be done. So we strive more than ever to include and engage citizens of all backgrounds in forming what we refer to in our Constitution as a more perfect union. It's with that experience in mind that we seek to help other nations, such as Tunisia, with their own democratic development. The theme of our event tonight is jazz, not wind. Although, alhamdulillah, I'm glad there's a breeze. Like some of the most important things in life, love or friendship, for example, jazz does not have a good definition. But without a doubt, it's American music, a melting pot of African rhythms, a European harmony, spirituals, work songs, and church hymns, a diverse confluence of cultural influences, styles, and genres. It's multi-ethnic and multicultural, just like America itself. Jazz is also a very democratic genre. Each player has an opportunity to become a soloist for a few bars, to express him or herself. And jazz played a major role in our history by breaking down racial segregation and stereotypes in the United States. Radio stations started to play jazz to their audiences, black and white, and musicians started to play together regardless of their race long before any anti-discrimination legislative acts. This music has an amazing ability to adapt and adjust and connect to different cultures, styles, and genres. This explains jazz's appeal around the globe, and of course, in Tunisia. It's a big part of the country's cultural scene, and I'm so glad that Iman Hayati's band is with us today, showcasing this. Another corner of the world where jazz is celebrated is Ukraine, where people continue to courageously fight for their own independence, which is threatened by Russia's brutal invasion. I am inspired by a story of a Ukrainian couple, Yulia and Yaroslav, who decided, even amid the bombardment of Odessa, to keep their jazz club doors open offering brief glimpses of joy and peace during the darkest of days. As jazz musician and composer Thelonious Monk famously said, "Jazz is freedom, and I can think of no better place for it to be played than in Ukraine." We're honored to have with us this evening Ukrainian ambassador to Tunisia and Libya, Volodymyr Khomanets, and his colleagues from the Ukrainian embassy. Thank you.